Here we are, top of the Kilimanjaro. That was me climbing Kilimanjaro alone on a snowy, cold morning in February 2019. And as amazing an experience as it was, after seeing Erin summit it again in 2021, where she successfully got up that time, I just knew I wanted to come back, but this time I wanted to bring other people with me. So fast forward 2 years after Erin summited, I returned to Tanzania with some of my closest friends as we try to get up to the roof of Africa for myself a second time. All right, we're starting our climb here in Kilimanjaro in just a few minutes, or however long it's gonna take. You kind of hang out here at the gate because all the logistics has to be taken care of, including grabbing the packs, weighing the packs and everything like that. But we will be starting to ascend soon. We've got everyone here. Will barely made it since his flight got canceled last minute, basically. And he literally flew in this morning and we headed straight to the mountain. But we'll get going soon. All right, we've started our climb now. We've got a little under 7 miles to go and gonna climb like 3,300 feet, I believe. When you climb Kilimanjaro, you not only have mountain guides to assist you up the mountain, but you also have porters to carry the vast majority of your gear. It is truly impressive how much they can carry, and we could not climb the mountain without them. You start in a lush and vibrant rainforest, one of many biomes that you go through on your way up to the summit. All right, we're, I don't know, an hour and a half in, going through this gorgeous rainforest right now. And this is actually the second longest day, hiking wise, where it's like a little over 6 miles, actually just under 7. So I think we're getting close to 2 miles in right now. But yeah, chugging along and get up to the first camp. Getting a little steeper. We're getting really close to our first camp, and you can tell how the trees have changed from the rainforest trees. But we should be at our camp in just a couple minutes.
Get pictures.
All right, made it to first camp, Mashame Camp, where we're gonna be spending the night here. We're at like 9,800 feet in elevation. Pretty awesome. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good!
Alteza took excellent care of us the entire journey. Most importantly, they would cook us delicious foods right on the mountain, giving us important fuel for climbing each and every day.
All right, here we start with day 2. We're going up to Sheer Cave Camp, which is a little over 12,000 feet in elevation. Got all the porters going by us right now, but it's a little bit steeper than what we encountered yesterday, but it's significantly shorter. I think it's like 3.5 miles or so. So we should be there a little after lunch, and then we rest a little bit. Then we got an acclimatization hike up to about a little over 13,000 feet. So let's get going. We're about 500 feet up from the campsite. It's amazing views. Views will just get better and better as we climb.
While day 2 was much shorter mileage-wise, the steep terrain added more challenge to the hike compared to the previous day. We were for sure optimistic about having good views for day 2. However, the mountain had other plans.
All right, so rain's picking up a little bit. So we're gonna put ponchos on for now. See if it keeps up. right, so we made it up the steep part. We're gonna have a tea break, which Alteza is very generous to haul a table up here just for us. And we're not terribly far from camp. Maybe another hour to go or a little bit more, but yeah, that was pretty steep back there. All right, after a rainy second day, we made it to Shira Cave Camp. Let's hope it clears out a little bit later. It started to let off here. It hasn't rained in the last 30 minutes or 45 minutes or so. And it's beautiful out here on this campsite. Still cloudy, so you can't see too terribly far, but it's pretty fantastic. It'll be nice to stay dry. All right, Ben, so why did you want to go and climb Kilimanjaro?
Got this really cool friend named Tyler, and he does all kinds of things that I wish I could do. He invited me to come on this trip, and I said, hell with it. This is what I'll do with him. So I'm living like Tyler this week.
Good answer.
I wanted to explore Africa, and I also wanted to hike Kilimanjaro because obviously it's one of the tallest in the world. And on top of that, I also want to learn the people's culture, and it has been beautiful, and everyone should visit. Thank you.
Good morning. After a very wet and kind of demoralizing day 2, we are starting day 3 with crystal clear skies. You can see Mount Meru in the distance, and of course behind me, the summit of Kilimanjaro. Today we'll be heading up to Lave Tower, which is at 15,000 and some change in feet, so it's definitely going to be a very high point of the mountain. It'll actually be a high point for a little while, because then after lunch we descend down to Barranco camp. And then Barranco camp is just around 13,000 feet. So hike high, sleep low. We might get some more rain today. Around noon is what we were told. I hope it just stays as clear as this, because this is absolutely spectacular. I'm loving every minute of this right now for sure. And let's hope yesterday was the only rainy day. All right, we're starting day 3, going up to Lave Tower. Hopefully be there by about lunch, and hopefully we can beat the rain. Double, double. Climbing higher and higher. Just taking one step at a time. We keep chugging. We just passed a point where we're actually an elevation higher than Mount Whitney, the tallest mountain in the continental US. We're going up to 15,300, so we're getting closer and closer to the mountain. The clouds are staying away from now. I really hope it keeps that way. But damn, this is why I came back. Just had Mashame route and Lemosha route just combined together. Lemosha was the route I did last time. So from this point on, trail's gonna be very familiar. All right, Lave Tower's right up there. Final push. Then a well-deserved lunch. All right, everyone say Kili! All right, after spending about 2 hours here at Lava Tower, acclimatizing, we're heading down to Barranco Camp.
Past Lava Tower, you tower above the sea of clouds as you make your way down to Barranco Camp. These bizarre and large trees are only found on Mount Kilimanjaro. The giant Senecias tower in the high altitude, opening up during the day, but their foliage will close at night to protect it from frost. One fun fact about Mount Kilimanjaro, while in comparison to the tallest mountains in the world, it pales in comparison. Thanks to Kilimanjaro being very close to the equator, the centrifugal force actually makes Kilimanjaro the 6th furthest point away from the Earth's core, while Everest is only the 9th.
All right, we've made it to Barranco Camp, which is one of my favorite camps. It is an amazingly stunning backdrop. I mean, you can see Kilimanjaro right behind us. We got the Barranco Wall tomorrow morning, which is a little bit further back, and it's kind of like bouldering to start right off. Looks like some clouds are rolling in just a moment, but we are kind of like on the edge of a cliff. But yeah, spectacular. Today was awesome. This weather was perfect. Staying out, the sun was basically out all day long. So, couldn't have asked for a better time. Good morning, it's day 4 here on Kili. We're at Barranco Camp, and we will be shortly, in the next couple hours, heading up the Barranco Wall, which is a very technical and bouldering position where you go up the wall that is up on the side of the camp. But once you go through that, it's pretty chill. You go across, it's pretty flat, pretty easy until you get to the next camp at Karanga. There's a big valley you gotta climb down and up to. But once you get there, which we should be getting to right around lunchtime, we're done for the day. So today's gonna be very, very easy, and we're trying to conserve our energy, continue to acclimatize before we got summit push tomorrow night. So we're getting closer and closer, and it's just outstanding out here. Standing here at this camp, I remember why I came back.
One of the best things about being on this mountain and in this amazing country of Tanzania is the incredible culture in this part of the world. You would hear mountain crews around the different camps singing to one another to pump everyone up. This morning it was our turn to get to know our 23-person crew a little better.
Wageni, wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata. Walking kwa maringo.
All right, we're heading to the Barranco Wall now, starting our hike literally with a bang. So we got a ways to climb, and we'll see how much filming I can do, since I'll be needing both my hands. Up the Barranco Wall we go.
The Barranco Wall is easily the most technical part of the entire climb. While much more intimidating from the bottom, we spent the first 2 hours of our morning bouldering up this 800-foot tall wall.
Like, I was putting my boots on by the tent and he came like right here. Oh my god. Trying to get the
He first asked me if I wanted to go to Africa in the first place. You know, obviously I jumped at the fact that, you know, it's Africa. So why not? You know, I'm a pretty adventurous person. I love hiking anyways. So, but Kilimanjaro is a whole nother a whole nother step in this adventure, right, that we call life. Honestly, anything, at least at the time, anything that would bring me closer to Mikey, you know, even if it wasn't worldly, you know, to be closer to heaven, you know, and look up and be like, you know, wow, I'm a little bit closer to you, you know, because he just passed away whenever you had asked me to do this, and, you know, and it just made me feel like, you know, if I can be there, be this close, look up, reach up, you know, and be like, give me a hug, you know, from where you are. It's, you know, it's one of the main reasons why I decided to do this.
All right, so we just finished the Barranco wall. Took about 2 hours. It was tougher than I remember it being. Definitely the rose-tinted glasses from last time. But we're gonna kind of cruise over to the camp until we get to that one valley. But we're gonna be just on the long side of the mountain at the moment. Just climbing. It's starting to get a little flat. We're not terribly far from the camp, I believe. Then we just have that final valley. And now begins that dreadful descent into the valley and back up to the campsite, because we're practically at the same elevation of it as right now. Should put in a zip line. We could get across easy that way. Made it to Karanga Camp. That valley where you descend really steep and ascend really steep, easily my least favorite part about the entire hike. Oh, that part's pretty brutal. Maybe summit's a little bit tougher, but that's to be expected. But here's our stop for the day. Grab some lunch and just relax our muscles before it's time to go for the summit tomorrow.
Outside of the US before. It was something I had been wanting to do, and so when I got the offer to come to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, I thought might as well go big for the first time. And as you can see, it was absolutely worth it. It is beautiful out here. I'm always up for a challenge, physically and mentally. You can almost say the mental aspect of this is even harder. So, thank you, Tyler.
Good morning. We are here at Karanga Camp. It's day 5, and tonight we go for the summit. I definitely think we're all ready. We've all been doing really well, and it's been pretty much, this is how it's been every morning. We get clouds later in the afternoon, but in the mornings and the nights it's crystal clear. Let's hope that it is the way it is for me here, for us when we go up. Sounds like I've got something right now. It's not much. I just need to get some warm tea in me, and that will clear my throat a little bit. But first we got to get to Urhuh Camp, a little above 15,000 feet. It'll take about 4 hours, which then after that we rest, and about 11 o'clock we get woken up for a midnight push to the summit. But first things first, let's get to Urhuh. The last several nights have been pretty spectacular with the stars. You can clearly see the Milky Way, and I can even get these spectacular photos on my phone of the stars, which is something I never thought I could do. It'll be hopefully nice if we get that amazing view of the stars tonight as we're summiting up the mountain. All right, so we are starting our final climb before the summit up to Urhuh. Should be about 4 hours. It's a pretty clear day, but there are some clouds rolling in. See how it stays. right, here's the final push to camp. And then I think we're gonna do an acclimatization hike and then rest until summit.
Home, 50 home.
So we're foregoing the official acclimatization hike and just getting to the top of the camp, which is very steep, but past this camp, that's our route to the summit in about 11 hours or so. But feeling good. So here we are. My voice is just terrible right now, but I'm feeling fine. Otherwise, we are going to nap until about 11, and then it's time to go up to the summit. It'll probably be cold, but we got lots of layers. But let's just get warm from now, relax, and have the energy to get up there.
After climbing literally through the night, the sun was starting to shine upon the mountain as we slowly made it up the extremely steep terrain.
And there we go. I still sound terrible, but we're on the roof of Africa. It's incredible. It's still the hardest thing I've ever done. Once again, I don't know why I put myself through this again, but oh my God. This is, I don't know what words to say, but it's amazing to not do this alone like last time, and to actually do it with people I really care about. So we're gonna spend some time up here, enjoy this cloudless, incredible view that I didn't have last time. Well, there's some clouds, but the views are spectacular. And we're gonna go down, rest. I'm tired. We all are.
The fuck are you doing?
Well, you made it sound so great the first time, but also, I think I just wanted to do something that was challenging, something that was like that's an accomplishment, you know? And it feels really good to do. Now that we're done, it's like, it feels good. It feels very good to have done something like that.
So why did I end up coming back and putting myself through the most physically demanding thing I have ever done and maybe ever will in my life again for a second time? I think it's very clear that Kilimanjaro and Tanzania is very special to me and something I wanted to share with people who I consider very close to myself. And I want to thank Alteza for getting everyone through this amazing experience and knocking everything out of the park so we could stand all together at the roof of Africa.
Oh, are you asking why?
Why the fuck are you here?
Oh, okay, yeah, full body colon cleanse, the most expensive way possible.